Hey guys, my name's Equinox83, Equinox83, and I'm gonna take you through kind of a newcomer's guide to playing Echo Arena. I'm not gonna go over much that happens in the lobby, but we are gonna talk about some practical skills that we can learn and hone in the lobby before we go to those center consoles and actually look for a match. It is Christmassy in here, which brings me to my first thing, which is muting players and muting yourself. I'm muted right now, which is, well, he's not hearing me because I'm muted. Bow, bow, bow. All right, what you do to mute is on your wrist computer here, open that up, and let's see,
Sure you hear me?
Solid Shot. For example, we want to mute Solid Shot, so we click that orange box next to his name and then click the speaker. Echo is now muted. We're good to go. Now let's say the lobby is full of 5-year-olds and they're all screaming and everything else like that. You can click your own box that appears in blue. That's where you can turn your microphone off.
You are no longer muted. You are now self-muted.
There you go. And you can also click the next one to mute the lobby.
Lobby is now muted.
Okay. Now, as new people join in to the lobby here, you can go through and just keep.
Lobby is no longer muted.
Big one.
Lobby is now muted.
Good. God forbid you want to interact. Hi, Jake. Okay. That moving right along. We need to get out of this tunnel, and we're moving out of the tunnel. Now, what do you do if you got someone on you like this, who won't let go, or now like me? All you have to do is actually grab onto that person. So if they grab onto you, you can just touch them and they'll let go of you instantly. The game is really smart in that no player can make you move. Like, I can't grab on to Jake, and I can't move Jake around, only I move around. But they like to do this thing where they grab you and they start humping you. If that happens, all you have to do is just grab them, just touch them, and they'll float away, and you can, bam, you can make a clean escape. Okay, so you've muted the whole lobby. Jake, whoa. You've muted the entire lobby. Now, I think what you guys should do is go on a small scavenger hunt. There are 4 posters around this lobby that you should be looking for because they give you a great introduction to the fundamentals of your new Echo. So, see, we need to remute this lobby.
Lobby is now muted.
Yeah, baby. All right, first, we're going to go to the customization room. There are 2 posters located in there. First one, we see it right here. Make a finger, tap the right side of your helmet for an emote. Boop, boop, fire. That one's not, you'll want to do an emote because you want to celebrate, so you can, whatever, and you can just tap your helmet and you can do that. But the more important one in this room is about auto grab. And in my opinion, it is one of the 2 most important features and functions in this game, and a lot of newcomers don't know that there's an auto grab. It's very surprising. That's me. You're the only one who can see you, by the way. Don't make the mistake of coming up here and changing how you look and being like, hey, what do you think? Do I look good? They can't see you, they see them. Anyway, auto grab. So 2 triggers if you're using Oculus. The first one, the actual trigger button here, and then your second one, the one that makes you look like a loser. That's your auto grab. And so now, with that button pushed down, not the triggers pushed down, but that button pushed down, any solid object you touch, you will grab onto it, and you can Spider-Man up walls. That also works for people like Alex Cullis. Auto grab, auto grab, auto grab. Sorry, bud. Objects. You can auto grab onto things. This may be a function that you're familiar with if you've played Lone Echo. The auto grab is also a feature in that game, and this is a game in that series. This game is based in that world, so a lot of the mechanics work there too. Let me reorient. Let's talk about auto grab for a second, because it does apply to any solid object. Missed it. But more importantly, because this game focuses around a disc down there, it has some pretty interesting functions when you get to the disc. And that brings us into the practice arena. This small arena is... I don't even know what the scale is, so I'm not going to talk like I'm a model maker. It's a 1/16th scale of the... It isn't. I don't know. But it does have some of the features of the real arena. Time to remute the lobby.
Oh, my stars and stars.
Oh, my stars and stars.
Lobby is now muted.
Bye-bye. Okay, so in that the arena does have these islands in them, not in this configuration and not in these shapes, but... Inside the practice arena are our last two posters. This one here talking about auto grab, know your auto grab range. This is primarily about the disc, and you know it's about the disc because it shows us the Death Star disc. So that disc has an orb around it, and that is our auto grab range that poster is talking about. So if we make our finger into that loser shape again, and we approach the disc, it snaps onto it. Instead of using everything to grab onto it, just go into that orb with your auto grab and you'll snap right onto the disc. Now, one interesting thing, a little bit of a pro tip, is you can approach it palm first, right? So your palm is facing that disc, and notice that my hand goes inside of that orb and gets pretty close to the disc before the auto grab initiates. So if we go on the other side though and face the back of our hand towards it with our auto grab, bam! What's up, kid? You want this? Oh, you're a 50. I know you, Ben. Okay. So going backwards actually does let you auto grab that disc a little sooner. But in addition to that, it also puts it in real close to your body, so a little bit better defensively. Oh, we got ourselves a goalie. Ba-da-da-da-da. Work it with that, baby! Okay. So, another rule within this lobby here. We will talk about the other poster that's back there, but while we're on discs here, is that there is a disc for the lobby, right? There's one that everyone here can use, and then there is a disc for the practice arena. Now, separating the lobby and the practice arena and the combat room are these force fields. Okay? Discs can't go inside and outside of a force field. So, Ben Actorus can't bring that disc outside into the lobby.
Something. It's a really cool game.
Oh boy.
Can I show you it?
Lobby is now
And
muted.
also, a disc from the lobby can't come into the play arena. He also can't bring it through these force fields here, and discs that are outside here can't come up into here, right? So there's always going to be a disc in there, and there's always going to be a disc somewhere inside of here. This is the punch and block zone. This is where men settle their disputes. If a guy is out here and he won't stop humping your face, invite him into the punch and block zone. Man it up. Okay, we're going to talk about combat later, or punching and blocking, because it's super important, but what you should know is that your fists only work inside of this room. Fists no longer work. Okay, now let's talk, we're going to get back to that force field disc thing once we go into the arena, so I wanted to bring that up, but let's go back to that last poster.
I'll be back.
Alright, yo ball. I'm going to mute the lobby again. Jeez.
You want to see me save this backwards?
Alright, let me reorient. Womp.
Lobby is now
Okay.
muted.
The fourth and final poster is the second most important set of rules in this game. Boost where you look, hold break. So, and it'll show you your right trigger here, or your right touch controller, you have a thumbstick. Now, if you turn it left and right, it'll just start spinning you around. You're welcome for the motion sickness. If you click it in, that's your brake. The boost function is the opposite on, oh Jesus, on your left hand, right? So push that in for a boost. You got 2 boosts in a row before you hear your booster go dead. 1, 2. Right? So if you click it in, you can get boost, boost, no, boost, boost, nothing, 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 boost, boost, nothing, nothing, nothing. I think that makes sense. Let's try it again. Right? You hear it? Boost, boost, nothing, 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 boost, nothing, 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 boost, nothing, 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 boost. Which tells us that we can't just continually boost throughout the whole match. So use it appropriately. We gotta mute another baby.
Lobby is now muted.
Also, while you're holding that disc, see if we can grab that. You cannot boost. Boost does not work while you're holding the disc. Yeah. So let's talk about braking real fast, because a lot of people, newcomers, when they join in, what they want to do is float around. And they're just fascinated by floating, which I understand. It's fascinating. It's really fun. But you start bumping into stuff, and you want to grab onto something to brake. But what if you're here and you need to brake? You're naturally going to just start boosting in the opposite direction. That's not necessarily, hey, Herky Mold, what's up, bud? That's not necessarily the best thing to do. As a matter of fact, it's not the best thing to do, not just necessarily. A good practice to get into is brake, turn, boost, boost, BTBB. So if I'm going this way and the disc starts going behind me, what a newcomer would do, let me orient, what a newcomer would do is go this way, turn, and then use their boosts to start going in the opposite direction. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this, but when I do that, I turn, I'm not only wasting one of my 2 boosts to get there, but then on my second boost, without using my rockets, I'm only, let's see, I think 3, 6, so brake, boost, boost, 4. All right, that's pretty good, going 4. But if I do this, turn, brake, boost, boost, 4.5. Let's slow that down, actually.
Oh, too bad.
If I'm braking, or if I'm just braking using my boosters, I'm only going 4 meters a second. And on the bottom of your heads-up display, you can actually see that.
Lobby is now
You can
muted.
see your speed at the bottom of your heads-up display, displayed in meters per second. Pushing off of an object gives you 4 meters a second. So if I want to go this direction, and I'm just using my boost, that got me to 4 meters a second. But if I'm going this way, and I turn, brake, boost, boost, that got me to 5 meters a second. That may not sound like a lot of difference, 1 meter a second, but I promise you, when you're out in that arena, it's a massive difference.
Lobby is now
A
muted.
few things, let's talk about one more thing here before we end this video. When we're in the arena, the actual play arena, you'll notice that the disc will transfer some weird momentum properties onto you. Meaning, while you're holding that disc, you can't move as fast. This gives the other players an opportunity to catch up to you. So, while breakaways can happen within the arena, they're a little more difficult, and you have to set those up with your positioning more so than just your speed, because you can't boost with the disc. That won't happen with the disc. And if you're going 5 meters a second and you grab that disc, you slow down. And we'll see that once we get into the arena, but we're just kind of setting up a foundation here. So, to recap, we have our auto grab, which is the middle trigger here, your grip trigger, not your fire grab trigger, or you know what I'm saying. Middle trigger, loser trigger. You have your emotes. Pow. Your auto grab zone, which is important. That orb that's around the disc, that's the zone of auto grab. Grab forward or grab backwards, preference. Braking with your right thumbstick will break you. Depending on how fast you're going, you may need to hit that once or twice off of the launch in game. You may need to hit that a few times. And then boosting where you look. You may think because you see your model down here, you got your booster on your back. What the? Because you have your booster on your back, you may think that that means that your booster, what up, boy, is always facing behind you. It's not. Your booster, if you think about it, is here. That's the best way to think about it. Your booster is on the back of your helmet. Hey, remember that first lesson? How to get people off of you? Just touch them. So, if I'm going in this direction, and I want to continue going in that direction, but I'm looking for a pass over here and I hit boost, I've just went off that direction. I've just gone off course. I want to go this way, I'm looking, and now I'm boosting in the direction that I'm looking. So start thinking about it as if your booster is actually on the back of your helmet, and that'll kind of make it easier for you. That's what I did. If it's here and your head's moving that way and you boost, you should still be going in that direction. But it kind of looks articulated, so maybe the mechanic is when your head is looking, that turns. That's not important. I always think about it like my booster is here, and if I'm looking in that direction, that's the way my boost is going to happen. God, it felt like I went over that a little fast. So, if you have any questions or any comments or concerns, well, I'm Equinox83. You can add me on Oculus, we can pub around, or you can meet me in a lobby, we can party up, that's fine, I'm happy to do it. Or you can also, let me remute this lobby just in case.
Lobby is now muted.
You can also find me on the Echo Games Discord at discord.echo.games. Same username. So if you have any questions, you can see me there. There is a channel just called Helpers, and that is for newcomers who have questions, or I've posted up stuff there before trying to improve my own game because not all level 50s are created equal. So the next video that we're going to talk about are physics in this game, because while the touch is really cool and it's really intuitive, some of the physics do mimic real world, and some of them are based on this game and this game alone, and how physics affects motion. So thanks for watching. The next one, we're going to talk about physics, and then after that, we're going into the arena. All right, guys, we'll see you then.